I spent a long time chasing gear to make better vlogs, only to realize that watchability actually comes from something much simpler. So in this video, I'm going to share 5 practical choices that significantly improve the quality of a vlog, and also test the DJI Action 6 8K video. If you've been watching any of my recent vlogs, then you know that I've been testing the DJI Action 6. Today we're going to shoot everything in 8K. Everything that you've seen is in 8K. Everything to follow will also be in 8K. Also, if you've been around, then you know that I have been kind of doing some Vancouver vlogs right now. Unfortunately, I am not in Vancouver. I am back home, trying to get back into the normal rhythm of work. So as I was making those vlogs, I was thinking about how I feel like I've come a long way. I have come down with 5 practical choices that I think would significantly improve the vlog. And maybe if I had these in my forefront in the past, my vlogs would have been better. So the first one should be pretty obvious. There should be a clear point to the vlog. For example, today we're going to talk about those 5 practical choices and also test the DJI Action 6 8K video. In some of my previous vlogs, it was testing the macro lens. And if you haven't seen those videos, shameless plug, they're in the description down below. But the point is, there's always a point to the vlog and the viewer knows exactly what the point is. Now with that being said, I am going to go to the gym. Hopefully there's just nobody there. That would be even better.
Yeah, friend Bentley, Lego. Why they be down the boy? Tell them it's part of the plan. I'm just the underdog feeding them slaps. The gains in the palm of my hand. Whoa, they want me to fail, this is personal. They sleeping on me, this is perjury. You make it, nobody is hurting. You tell them that the pregnant beat for the surgery. Killing it, they ain't gotta gas me up. Do it myself, I'm drilling it. How many times did they pass me up? I'm cool, can't walk on my shoes, I'm kicking it. Wanted you big.
I think I'm gonna go really slow because I don't think my lungs are gonna tolerate this very well.
1 time for the yellow dogs, 2 times that they doubted me. You know I did it for my mama now. Only people know who proud of me. Now I'm getting where I gotta be. Everybody want me take off. You brought the beast from inside of me. I bet on myself and it paid off.
My next point to improving your vlog is to just be clear and direct. Once upon a time, I would try to explain something in excruciating detail, but the fact is most people will just end up zoning out. What I've noticed is that if I start rambling, it's because I actually haven't completely parsed out my idea and it's just unclear to me still. And honestly, taking natural pauses is totally fine. I think that short form content has probably glorified kind of like the fast cuts and the no pausing type of videos. But I think in long form content, taking a pause instead of rambling makes a lot of sense. How's the 8K footage looking so far? I'm really excited to put it on the computer to see what it looks like. Gang, gang. I have no idea what has possessed me. I was like, I'm gonna go get steps in instead of driving to my clients. Why is it cold outside? I don't know. I feel like this is a form of self-induced pain. And look at this. I survived the cold. I've got a client in 1 minute. I will talk to you guys after. Things that I love in 2026. Empty gyms. Empty. My third point is just be yourself. You don't need to mask for a vlog. It's probably gonna get really tiring and it's not something that you're gonna stay interested in doing. I personally feel like the people that are for you are gonna be there for you and you don't need to change for them. The people that are not for you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they think. At the end of the day, how you deliver it also really matters. For example, what if I like sang all of the things that I wanted to say? It would probably be funny for some people, but then other people would be like, wow, this is the most annoying person that I've ever met, and they wouldn't watch the video.
They wanna hold me back, I said you must be joking. And I ain't missing
think is sometimes to let the visuals do the talking. For example, in my last little segment of videos, obviously I was making a drink. Now I think it was probably a lot more interesting for the vlog to find different angles to explain that story without actually using a commentary. However, had I just sat here with my drink and said, I just made a protein drink, I had opened the kitchen and I just couldn't think of anything that I wanted to eat. So then I opened up the drawer and I grabbed my protein powder and then I put it into the cup. And then I also, I added some water to it and then I stirred it up. And then I thought to myself, well, why not like microwave it so that it could be tasty like a hot beverage or something. And then I put it in the microwave and then I took it out. I feel like the viewer would probably enjoy just being able to see that sequence, and sometimes a commentary is not necessary. I'm gonna take this 8K footage and put it onto the computer. Alfalfa hair. Alfalfaling. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What does this mean? I can do that. Oh, wow. So you've actually seen the footage before me, so let me know what you think. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm noticing from the 4K footage that I feel quite familiar with that there is a greater contrast between the lighter and the darker areas. I'm not sure if that's because of the exposure. If somebody knows why that is, or they have some sort of like technical answer, comment down below. This footage tends to look a little bit darker than the 4K footage, and it also comes off as a little bit softer. I did change my exposure compensation from -7, -1 EV to -3 EV. To be honest, I don't really feel like there's any significant reason for me to shoot with the 8K. It does look good, but so does the 4K to me. But beyond what I've already observed, I don't really notice anything significant. I think that if somebody is constantly reframing their footage or they want to zoom in, crop in, whatever it is, 8K might make a lot of sense because you maintain a little bit more resolution. There might be like a little bit more detail, but I honestly don't know if I'm just making that up. I like the 4K footage out of this camera too. I'll link some videos down below if you want to check that out. And that's going to take me to my last practical tip, and that is to try to reduce filler words. What are those? Those are like, kinda. The more conscious I become of it, the less I want to speak because I know that they're super present in my speech. But this is actually something that I've been trying to actively work on. If you are able to string along tons of thoughts without using those filler words, you're a superstar. I think having clear speech also helps deliver ideas better. Let me know if you are guilty of filler words or if this is just a me issue. But overall, I love the gear acquisition syndrome. However, gear is not always what makes a vlog watchable. Sometimes what is also equally important is the story, is the way you're communicating, and how you're presenting yourself. Anyways, what did we think of the DJI Action 6 8K footage? To me, it's super usable, exposes a little bit darker, and I would maybe use it if I wanted to reframe any of my footage, but overall, I like the 4K too. Anyways, I will see you in the next one.